Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside. This first quarter. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll go option to the short side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Fields. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields fighting Darnell Mooney. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Defensive side.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Foles going to keep it himself. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts have moved out in front. McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And the slot man goes in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Finding room at midfield. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Fields going to keep it once more. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Claypool with another catch. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got Rome. 103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And some space here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, fans of old-school football, they got to be loving this partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old-school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2.
In motion left, the tight end. To throw forward is Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
One play action. Fields.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Facyth. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So the Colts now bringing the offense back onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now they send the tight end in motion left. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Fields on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30.
Fields throwing again. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series. Because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they've picked him off already in this opening half. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And some room to run now. And he's out right at the 25. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now the pitch goes to Taylor.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be, but still all in. Positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give to Taylor. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? And that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
There he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 20. Here's Ryan. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the 1st half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 1st down, Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Fields.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out
and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the... Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. On the handoff, Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Taylor puts it on the carpet. It's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point. Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him. And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon.
I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner, but you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Jones on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Excellent defensive play by Dominic Robinson, beating the line and dropping him for a loss. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Then he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football and give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, There have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it.
Pass out left, caught by Woods.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Matt Ryan able to connect with Michael Pittman. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And one last throw here for Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.